on. All right, that's better. G'day. Welcome to my channel. I'm live at the moment, but I'm not going to be live for very long. So by the time most of these people see this video, it won't be live. But I've been meaning to do this video for a couple of weeks now. If you've been on my live streams, you would have heard me mention it. Yeah. What is happening? I sort of should start from the start, I guess. I haven't mentioned it much on my main channel. One, I've been very, very busy. And two, there's been some things about it. But anyway, I went back to beer school. First time I did beer school was nearly 20 years ago. I don't remember exactly the date. I think it was 2008 or something like that. And anyway, I went back and did it again. This time, back when I did it originally, there wasn't a certificate. This time there was a certificate. So now I've got some proof that that I've actually did it this time. Whoops, that's the wrong one. But we need that later. That's the right one. I knew I shouldn't have done this live. Anyway, so I finished it. I've been doing that for 12 months. It's a 12-month course. Might be teaching there for the rest of the year and maybe next year too, but that's another story, and I might not be as well. So we'll see what happens there. But when I was teaching there, when I was learning there, right at the end, Bintani Trade Day come out. Now, Bintani, if you don't know, supply the home brew shops and brewers, you know, directly with their ingredients and stuff. Everything around beer. Happened to be 30 years old this year, which is a massive achievement. So they've been through the whole, we're here before, you know, the craft beer boom, and congratulations to the Meddings family and the whole crew there that have done it for 30 years. So where's this story going? Well, I was at their 30-year celebration, their trade day they have every year. I think that's the third or fourth trade day I've been to. Have them every year. And they had a lot of old hops. Now, I'd just finished, well, I was just about to finish my course at the TAFE. And I know the TAFE, they needed ingredients for things. In Bintani, I saw they had a stand where they were selling old hops quite cheaply. So what I did, I went and talked to Brandon and at Bintani, and he kindly said he would donate some hops to the school for the students and stuff. And I thought, well, that's really good. So a little bit later, I had a pallet turn up at the front, and I could get these numbers wrong. I don't remember exactly, but I think it was around 30 or 40 kilos of each variety to the school. And I scored 5 kilos of each variety here to give away and 5 kilos for myself. And even that 5 kilos for myself of each variety is probably too much, right? So I've got some hops to give away. Cheers. This is one of the beers I brewed at the school on their big professional system. Anyway, it's pale ale with Motueka, New Zealand hops. So these are, just start from the start, these are 2022 hops. So they're not the freshest in the world, but they've come straight from the growers to Bintani, the distributor, and been stored properly. Uh-oh, why am I getting an error? Am I still streaming? Something's saying I'm getting an error. Don't know what it means. Please use a keyframe. I don't know what that means. Anyway, I'm going to keep going. That didn't happen today. I just did a live stream today. Thank you to the 300 plus, nearly 350 people that turned up for my live stream today too, with unplanned live stream for the brew day. Oh, I'm getting sidetracked. Whoops, wrong one. There you go. I did a fresh hop beer of an experimental new hop. But anyway, another story. Keep going. So I've got a bunch of hops. I've already had someone reach out after I've mentioned it and say they want 2 kilo of each. I think I said to themselves, and I went, ooh, that's a bit much. I want Although, if nobody else wants any more, I will send him 2 kilo of each. I thought, especially for a home brewer, that's a lot of hops. So what's going to happen here is I thought maybe if I give them in 500-gram packs to a kilo, if you really want a kilo, maybe if you're in a brew club or something. The problem is here, as I said, I've got at least 25 kilo of hops to give away, at least probably more, about 30 kilo up, because, you know, I'm not going to use them all, maybe even more again. I haven't packaged them all up yet. They're in boxes here. Motueka, Rakau, is that how you spell it? Rakau? Nelson. They're not the only boxes. There's more somewhere else. So there's one over there. They're 5 kilo each in those. So I've got a lot of hops, right? They're the varieties. Rakau, Nelson, Motueka. There was another one, wasn't there? Anyway, I've got a lot of hops. I'll list them down under this video. I thought there was another variety. Or maybe that's all the New Zealand hops. Yeah, Nelson, Rakau, and Motueka. I do have some Eldorado. I'm going to have to check out those first. Before I might skip putting those on just for now. I want to open them up and have a look at them. So these have been stored correctly from day dot. Bintani stored them correctly. The 2022. So this beer here, the one I brewed for school, is all the flavour hops of 2022. I did dry hop this with 2023 because that was the freshest I had. And I always say, you know, the freshest hops I'd be trying to dry hop with 2025. But that's, that's in a perfect world for a brewery or something like that, right? You can make the decision whether you think the 2022 hops are good enough for dry hop. When I smelt these going in, I thought, yes. And this beer is bloody lovely. This beer was actually, if you were at the Adelaide Beer Festival, you might have had this one in the just gone, the Barbecue and Beer Festival, but I'm not going to go into details about that. But this beer was on sale there and apparently did very well. Oh, and the red beer was there as well. Not going to go into details, but apparently people like that one as well. So if you had to, I won't mention the name of the brewery it was sold under, but anyway, it was there. So the hops are still good to use. As I said, dry hopping, you make up your mind. But for flavour, for bittering, they're fine. So a big thank you to Bintani. I was going to point in the wrong way. That way. To Bintani for the donation. I couldn't be any happier. And a plane comes over on my live stream. So I'm giving them away. The trouble is, because there's so much, hang on. Bloody hell. It's all right. We can switch over to this. Just let me, hang on. Oh, what is the mic? There's a mic. Hello, is that working? It's working here. You're back. I'm back. All right. I think I'm on a different mic, though. Oh, no, it's not. I wonder why that went off. Maybe if it goes off again, it might go off again. But it might not. All right. Anyway, it's back. I'm not sure where I was up to. Well, now it's going to make a lot of noise at me fiddling with it, and I just dropped my Now we're back. All right. I just had to put on the charger. I used it on the live stream today, and it was only a 4.5 hour live stream. So my beautiful voice, it's awful. You should be me. I have to edit these videos listening to my voice all the time. Jesus. Charades. Anyway, it's run out. I used it too long. Usually they last for hours. Maybe it wasn't fully charged. The other one might run out next, the receiver, but we'll find out. Or medium of dance. Nelson would be, I don't know. All right, stop. I don't know where I was up to. What I'm saying is the hops are good. I can't afford the postage. If you want 500 grams or something, or you can, give me a good reason why I should send you a kilo of something. So at the moment, we'll leave Motueka, Rakau, Nelson Sav, New Zealand hops. There is a bit of El Dorado, but I've got to check it first. I don't want to send you stuff that isn't good and I haven't been able to check it. Yeah. So there is free hops for everyone that... What I want you to do, though, is do me a favour, and if you're on Instagram or whatever, you might, go and check out Bintani. It's like Bintani, as you can see on the screen, I think it's ANZ. Just let me check. Oops, should have done this earlier, shouldn't I? Yeah, bintani.anz. Or they're probably on Facebook under the same thing. Go and give them a like, and maybe NZ Hops too. Although this is really more a Bintani thing than NZ Hops, but we'll give them a plug as well. Just let me know. Leave a comment. All the usual stuff, and I'll work it out. If there's 100 people that want them, then I'll have to do some sort of drawing, or not drawing, but some sort of way to pick, competition or something like that. But I don't think it's going to end up like that. There's plenty of hops here, right? So if you want 500 grams of each or 500 gram of one, but just all I ask is, don't grab them if you're not going to use them. They're pretty simple. Use them. Send me a beer when you've done. I'll have to pay for the postage. You'll charge me for postage, won't you? But that's all I'm asking. It'll be about, I don't know if you've heard the postage thing. I'm guessing it's going to be, if you're getting a kilo of hops or even 500 grams, it's still going to be about $15 postage. That'll give me a post, I have to buy a post pack or whatever, and I'll bag it here in vacuum pack it for you. But once, postage and a post pack to put it in, and I'm guessing it's going to cost, each one's going to cost about $15. And the way I see it, hops are about, you may as well round hops off to about 100 grams for $10 each at a home brew shop, something like that. You might pay a little bit more, you might pay a little bit less. But if you're getting 500 grams for just the price of postage, I think that's all right. So for $15 or whatever, or if you get a kilo. The live chat's probably not the best place. I don't know if I'll be able to see it again. So when this video is over, get down, it'll end up going live. I don't know if it's going to be live straight away. I'm not quite sure how it works. I should know this stuff. But if it's not live straight away, it'll be live within, I might have to process it or something like that. It'll be live before the night's over. I've got a new having a new love affair with Motueka. I didn't realize, I've used it a few times before, but I didn't realize how nice it could be. And this is all, as I said, besides the dry hop, this is mostly the 2022 Motueka. And it just smells lovely. And I mean, that's not all the dry hop. That's and the dry hop was the next year, but it's lovely. This was Citra in Motueka, that one, but the different hops, Cam. This will be live. I mean, I'll publish this properly on the channel. I might have to edit it now and cut out the silent bits. Was it silent for long? It doesn't matter. It's free hops. You put up with it. It's Rakau, which is supposed to be good. I've heard good things. I've never used it. Rakauw, I think it is. I haven't used it, but it's got good descriptors when you read about it. Nelson Sav, which everyone should know, Jedi juice, things like that. You could 500 grams. You could brew a Jedi juice. I think it'd be pretty close. I'm guessing pretty close. Voice goes up high. I don't remember. I did do there is a Jedi juice recipe on my channel, as you know, in my Brewer series videos. And for 500 grams, I reckon you could do a batch. So that's I would give them I would pay for postage, but paying postage for all that would just blow my YouTube budget for about 6 months. So that's what's happening. Thanks to Bintani again, but this is a bit more special because I was very limited. I don't know how I'm going to do this one. Oh, postage would add up quickly, super quickly. Oh, now the power's on there. Just got to put that mic down without trying to bash it. Oh, I might do the other one in a separate video. I'll do the other one in a separate video. There's some yeast I got to give away, but there's only a couple of packets, and I'll do that in a separate video. Not tonight. I just did, as I said, I just did a 4.5 hour live stream. Brewed a beer, fresh hops. Tried out my new hop screen, my hop filter, which I didn't really need. That's another story. But postage adds up super quick. Before, if I'm only giving away one or two, I just absorb, I pay for it. But once, this might be, $200, $300 worth of postage, depending on, how much hops people want. So I haven't got that. So a big thank you to the Meddings family. 30 years. Go and check out they don't put out too much on their channel. They have actually on their YouTube channel released the videos of the talks they had there, but it's industry stuff and might interest you. But, there'll be some new talks about some new yeast probably. And the trouble is some of these new yeasts we talk about at these industry events, you can't get home brew-wise for another year or so, but it often happens, like S30, and I think it's S30, that yeast, and that was last year, and I still haven't seen a packet in real life. There was a new one this year that I can't remember, but I was trying to keep this short, but I'm stuck on sea hops and English. Not so much English ones, but sea hops too. But branch out, New Zealand hops, right? It took me a long time to come across. It was probably Jedi juice that I went, because I'd used Nelson before, and I used too much. I used it like a sea hop. I used hundreds of grams, and it came out winey, really, really winey, like white wine. And I didn't really like it. And Jedi juice changed the way I thought about it. And the same with Rawaka. I still won't use Rawaka, but I don't like the diesel. Like Tim Huntsman sent me a kilo, I think it was. And I brewed with it, and I used it like a sea hop, and I just threw too much at it, and it was a diesel bomb. I thought it was off, and then someone told me the descriptors of diesel, and I went, that's what it tastes like. So you've got to have a bit of more of a light hand on them than you would sea hops. It's there. I can give you a hint about the hops. I can't remember the name, but if you like saisons and Belgians and you want more non-diastatic choices, I've already done a video about diastaticus. I should say diastatic. And there's 2 new varieties from Sapphire, which I again at the Bintani trade day. They gave me a few packs to give away, so I haven't tried it yet though. I was going to try it first before I gave it away, but if it's got through all that testing and packaging down to the home brew level, it's going to be all right. Because they don't just put home, they go through the brewery size usually first, and get breweries to test it and, you know, all that sort of thing before it ever hits home brew level. So there's 2 packs. I can talk about it. I can show you if I'm scared of putting this mic down. That's going to fall off the bench. Because I think I bought them out here for the live stream the other night. Yeah, they're here. I won't do the giveaway here, but I can do a quick show you the yeasts. Started. This is supposed to be a very short video, but anyway. BW20 and wrong glasses on. I think that's W68. Hang on, why does that look blue? Oh, that's one of those weird things. That's why my red beer doesn't look red. This is a, look at that. It's a purple packet. It's purple. It's bright purple. But when I hold it up like that, it turns blue. What's going on there? It's purple like that colour. No wonder I can't get my beers to look the right. They look the same colour. They have very different colours. Purple, blue. Put them up like that. What the? That's why my red beers never look red on this. What's the go? That's one of the other beers I brewed at the beer school. Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? It's something to do with the light off the screen or that LED light over there. Maybe that's it. But if I turn that off, I'll probably be in the dark. Hang on. Oh, where's the switch? I won't be in the dark, but then the top light takes over. No, it's something to do with the screen, I reckon. Although you can, at least can see they're different there. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Turn it back on because I'm sitting in the dark. This was supposed to be a super quick video. It's turning into me yakking on as usual. Oh, that's weird. They're the same. That is bizarre. That's freaking me out. All right, that's... Anyway, they're non-diastaticus, which means turn the beer sideways here. You won't get bottle bombs from your saisons. They won't continue fermenting in the bottle. You don't have to so much worry about... You can just clean your equipment as per and not have to be scared about not doing a really deep clean in between brews, because they don't have... this yeast does not produce, like other saison yeasts do, produce the enzyme that breaks down all the long chain sugars and that have been left in your beer. And even though these will finish higher, of course, because they're not breaking it down. See, that's purple, blue, blue, blue. It's still freaking me out. You can add enzymes to your mash, and it's much safer. Add them to your mash, and that's a set amount of enzymes. Whereas the other diastatic yeast, the old classic saison yeasts, the yeast produces the enzyme. So you only need 1 or 2 specks of that yeast, and once that yeast takes off again, then that's when you get the bottle bombs and all that sort of stuff. It doesn't happen with these yeasts. So I will have, I don't know, I reckon I need to send people 2. There'll only be, I've got 2 for myself to try. There'll only be like 2 giveaways of each. So, but I want you to be a saison lover or a Belgian lover to really give them a go and tell me what you think. So yeah, maybe Atlantis. Remind me. Oh, quick Kale. Is it Kale? A quick question. This is only supposed to be a quick competition video, but if it's a quick question, I can answer. Better be quick. LSD 65 yeast. Maybe I'm too late. Maybe it's a long question. Maybe there's lag. All these things. I need to go and eat. I've been out here brewing all day and I'm starving. Starting to drink before I've had something to eat, which isn't a good thing. And I've got to hook up the fermenter there is full, That's the one I put the beer in today, and it's got to go over there, the other side to the glycol unit, and I've got to set all that up and put the pill in. Maybe not. Oh, here we go. Hazy IPA kit with 1 kilo of light dry malt and 1 tin of liquid malt extract using 60 grams of hophead yeast, but came out of a final gravity of 1030. What are you measuring? First thing I would say, I just got to go and eat. I'm going to go and eat, and then I'll have a shower, and then I've got to do the live stream. The first thing I'd say when someone's got a super high final gravity like that, and they're kind of a beginner, what were you measuring the final gravity with? Excuse me, you weren't using a refractometer, were you? Because that's plenty of yeast. You didn't quite say what size. Oh no, hydrometer. You didn't say what size batch. Yeah, 60 grams of yeast is actually a lot, but yeah, take it offline. 20-litre batch with 60 grams of yeast. Holy hell. Where did you get 60 grams of hophead yeast from? That'd be like, is that 6 packets or something? Or, I don't know, 5 packets maybe. I don't know. I don't use Mountain Mangrove Jack yeast. I've just never seen it around. I don't know. I don't know why that would happen. I don't know. I was going to say temperature, but yeah, 1030 and with 60 grams of yeast, that's sort of probably fermented in like a day. Temperature and I'm not sure what a MJ Hazy IPA kit is. I'm guessing is it a tin or is that one of those bags? Oh, well, 2 packs is good. 2 packs is good. Is that one of those liquid bags or one of those? Anyway, I've got to go. Send me a message. Those silver pouches, those new ones. Yeah, okay. Oh, is that Mangrove Jacks that are making those new ones, or is that someone else? I've got to go. Send me a message. I can give you my email if you want, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to answer that question because you've put in plenty of yeast. I didn't brew the beer. There should be no reason why it should stop that high. As long as the temperature was right. Unless there's something really, really bad in your water or something. Yes, because you had to add water. Still bottled. Oh, these hops smell good. This stinking still smells awesome. Stinking. All right, take it easy. That's enough. Thanks to Bintani. Hops, free. Let me know. I'll sort it out. About 500 grams of each, I think, is a good level. If you really want a little bit more, or you have some reason, or something that you want to ask for a little bit more that you think's a good reason, I'm fine with that. Ask me. I can't say that. Yes, I am on Twitch tonight. Yep, I'll be on Twitch in an hour, 2.5 hours, or after I go and eat and shower and stuff. Oh, how you going, Moonbase Bravo? Thanks for everyone for watching. But yes, so yeah, overseas is a bit hard. I will try to the New Zealand people that are here, but I'll be late. Yeah. I'll be on before the Aussie concert starts. No, I'll be on about somewhere between 8:30 and 9 o'clock, like usual. Yeah. All you got to do is pay for postage. I'll get in touch with you. Leave a message below. The way you'll have to pay is either Pay ID or bank deposit or PayPal or whatever you want to do. If you've got another way, But yeah, they're all there. Hops. Take it easy. Again, thank you, Bintani, and I'll talk to you later. Cheers. Come, I'll be your teacher at school. Maybe. All right. See you later.